Well, welcome into the DHL Clubhouse here, and rare times with COVID around, but we're doing our best to bring you some of the great stories of Canadian rugby from over the years, and we've got a pretty special Sevens week planned for you here, and we're not digging that deep into the vault this time, as we're going to go only 1 year ago, the HSBC Canada Sevens held at BC Place, and I'm delighted to be joined by Nathan Hirayama and Jake Thiel, two members of that team. Welcome to the DHL Clubhouse, boys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, Gareth.
It's amazing. It was only a year ago. But before we get on that, the big announcement from World Rugby that the series will take place in a slightly modified way next year, and still a chance that not only London but Vancouver could host an event depending on COVID and playing by the rules. So what's your feeling just right now on your prep as you lead in the Olympics and that announcement? Nathan?
Yeah, I think obviously it's an exciting announcement. It's nice to get some positive news for the first time in a while. Definitive news, just that their plans are that the 2021 season will go underway. And yeah, it's nice to look forward to something for the group. We've been in there training for the last couple months now without any kind of not sure what was next. So obviously the Olympics is what we're hoping for, but it's awesome to see those dates presented in the fall there.
Jake, for you, one of the younger players in the squad, obviously you're looking to the Olympics. It must have been really strange times. You worked so hard on the COVID developments and obviously the postponement of the Olympics. Just how was it for you as an athlete, just trying to prepare, and then all these changes happening this year?
I mean, yeah, it hit like a ton of bricks, especially coming off such a successful tournament in Vancouver. It was difficult, but I mean, every athlete and every person was kind of going through those tough times during COVID. So I think that kind of made it better. I mean, it was out of our control, and it still is. But yeah, whenever you put all your heart and so much hard work and so much time in, especially with our team and everybody, it's not easy to lose that. So fingers crossed that it comes off. We're training hard, and we're training like it's going to. So I guess that's all we can really do right now.
And Nathan, for you, you've been to 15s World Cups. You've done pretty much everything in the sport. You took a shot at 2016 Olympics, didn't make it, and your team did qualify this time around. What was the impact for you in hearing that Tokyo wasn't going to happen last summer?
Yeah, I think obviously it was disappointing when the games were postponed, but like Jake touched on there, it's out of our control, and it was one of those moments where there was so much going on in the world, and we're all kind of obviously trapped in our own world about the Olympics is this huge thing for us, and it is, but it just kind of had the sense of like there was something greater going on than our sport, and there were priorities that needed to be taken care of, and we're just fingers crossed that it can happen this summer, and that the world can be in a better place come July.
Well, it was a year ago that, hard to believe, as I said, the last major rugby event in North America was in Vancouver, the Canada Sevens, and what a story you guys wrote that weekend. You played amazing rugby throughout. You beaten Fiji on the way. You really were within a whisker, a semifinal loss. And Nathan, for you, what do you attribute the great form you guys found 1 year ago? As we're going to look at this tape later on of the South Africa bronze medal game, but ultimately leading up to that and just narrowly losing the semifinal to get into the final. What happened with you guys last year? It was amazing.
No, I appreciate that, Gareth. I think it was a combination of a few things that went well for us that weekend, and I felt like we were just kind of building throughout the season. We had a good preseason, and started off a bit slow as we tend to do in Dubai and Cape Town, but always kind of circled in red in our calendars that second weekend of March there in Vancouver. It's always a special one. So I know we were kind of gearing up towards that and towards the summer. And yeah, it was just one of those weekends where, we just put kind of all the pieces together. Unfortunately came up short in that semi against Oz. I thought Teddy had it at the end there with, he reached out for the goal line, and I think I would have done the same thing. And if he was taller than 5'9", he might have got it.
Yeah, I mean, it was incredible scenes. The crowd were right behind you. They were singing the national anthem at every halftime break. you both grew up in the Lower Mainland in BC. Nathan, you in Richmond, and Thiel, you in Abbotsford. Just did you ever think you'd be a part of something in your home soil, in your home stadium, really, where rugby was so well profiled and people were going crazy over the game?
No, and I mean, growing up, sevens wasn't that big of a thing. And then I remember watching Nate, old man Nate, play in the first Vancouver Sevens and falling in love with it. And now every year is bigger and bigger. And now I have people coming up to me and saying they want to play. So it's something I never imagined would happen. To see how big it goes each year is it's so truly special. So fingers crossed that we get another one coming up soon.
And we had some great moments. Nathan, you got to score a try in the corner. For me, I think knowing you for some time now, you dropped a goal from the sideline, a conversion that sailed through the middle, and 30,000 people went nuts. And I just thought, this is like literally not too far from your high school. For you to have that moment and then score in front of your family and then ultimately take your team to a bronze medal. I mean, how did it stack up for you?
No, yeah, it was a great weekend. It was a great way for us to end the tournament. I know we were gutted, honestly. We were super disappointed after that semi, and the change room was we were down because we felt like we had a great opportunity there, but it just kind of shows the character in the group to get up for that next one, despite that, and finish strong, which was a great memory. And like Jake said, hopefully we get another opportunity here soon to do that on home soil.
And I want to talk about a little bit of the character the team showed that week. Obviously on the field, we're going to get a chance through DHL Clubhouse to look at the bronze medal game coming up. But also there was a great story. Boots to Kick Cancer was a program that you put together. And Jake, you met an incredible young lady, young Paisley, and she inspired you and the team to donate your boots and raise some money, along with Grosvenor, the contribution to Ronald McDonald House. Give us an idea of how that came about and a little bit of an update on young Paisley.
Yeah, I mean, back in 2018, a family friend of mine, Graham McCreary, he announced that his daughter, she had been diagnosed with leukemia. So we kind of tried to come up with something that could help out and maybe raise a little bit of awareness for her. And we came up with wearing orange laces as a team. And it just kind of grew from that. I remember the first Vancouver Sevens I played in. We all were supporting the orange laces and the orange laces in the crowd and things like that. And then this year we just kind of wanted to go a little bit bigger. And luckily I'm surrounded by, in my opinion, the best teammates in the world. And everybody kind of goes around along with my big ideas, and it kind of worked out. Also some of the best models in the world rock those cleats really well. And we're able to raise some money for Ronald McDonald House, which is such a wonderful organization. And we got to spend some time with the kids and raise awareness for them as well. And then actually this last week, Paisley McCreary had her last chemo treatment. They had a big parade. I was lucky enough to be invited to go, crying the whole time, super emotional guy. And it's super beautiful to see her back to her bubbly 6-year-old self, and just knowing how much we helped them and all the families at Ronald McDonald House. I mean, it's bigger than rugby, and again, like, I'm very lucky to be surrounded by such supportive people all over Rugby Canada and all over the world who know that it's bigger than the game. So,
well, that's well said. And Grover's Americans have been with Canada from day one. Velocity Trade helped the team get paired. Great to have those partners on board helping with that cause. So just to wind it up, guys, we're going to lead into this bronze medal game. Ultimately, you do put the medal on your neck. I don't want to spoiler alert here. Nathan, you got the interview at the end of the game from Rob Rickerman. You're a little bit stunned. A game of ebb and flows. They're such a talented team. You guys played some great rugby. You made a few mistakes, but you covered up really well. What's your take on your memories 1 year on from that game?
I'm just remembering. You said I was stunned, and I had to think I'd block that one on my try to block that one out of my memory. No, my memories from that game was just the energy in the crowd, and it's just really taking them on. Obviously, they're one of the best teams on the series every year, and to get that kind of scalp at home was huge for us. I just remember the energy and all the boys buying in and getting getting stuck in from 1 to 13.
And Jake, you were one of the young players who had to come on at the end. You had to finish the job. Some key contributions from yourself. Just one question: the team spontaneously sang the national anthem at halftime. Were you aware of that on the field? Could you hear that at the halftime break?
I mean, I think you're aware of it a little bit, but you're so focused on the game that it's kind of you don't really notice. But I mean, I remember it because I was running off as the boys were about to start, and you're just kind of shook by just how many people are backing you, supporting you. I mean, Vancouver is so different; everything's different. But this year was crazy, and I mean, right when we ran on the field, I looked at Nate, and he looked tougher than I've ever seen him, and more handsome and rugged. So I knew that there was no chance for losing this game, and the boys pulled through. And it felt amazing to have the crowd behind us and supporting us all the time, and it's nothing like it. So hopefully we do. I think next year I'm gonna look for that gold. So hopefully bring it home for the fans.
There you go. Well, thanks to both of you, what you did on that day, what you're continuing to do in the community. It was a great day for Canadian rugby. Thank you to DHL for letting us bring you this. We're going to bring you the bronze medal match, Canada versus South Africa at the Canada Sevens from BC Place. Great moments. Nathan Hirayama, Jake Thiel, thank you so much for tuning in and giving us your perspective. Really hope you enjoyed this game. Take care, everyone.
And Canada have been unbelievable with Nate Hirayama and his side, with record crowds coming in both days. Vancouver delivered something special for every single country, but in particular the home side and those Sasquatches. They just missed out. They will compete for a medal still. It'll be bronze coming up soon. And her banner is chasing the mascot. The vibe here is unbelievable. Inside the HSBC logo. I don't even know who's running. Brilliant arm work. So here we go. It's the bronze final. Number 2 seed South Africa against number 10 Canada. The last few lineups here. I'm Dallin Stafford on the call with New Zealand Sevens legend Carl Tanana. Another brilliant weekend comes to a close here in Vancouver.
Yeah, and having the home crowd team really fulfilled expectations here at home. First time they made the Cup quarter final in their home country. First time they went to a semi-final. Unlucky not to get through to the Cup final, but they've got a huge team in front of them. South Africa are the real deal, as we know.
We have loved every moment of the fancy dress outfits. We've seen it all. You think Hong Kong is brilliant? Well, Canada has been voted by the players as the best stop of 10 on the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series, and we're here for the 5th time. New Zealand were champions in 2016, England in 2017, Fiji, 2018, South Africa last year, and here they come out to the roar, the flames. It's the home side in red. Canada, led by Nate Hirayama and Stedman Khans. Canada, 3-0 in their pool. They beat Fiji 26-21 in a remarkable fixture. Quarterfinalists, they beat Spain and then lost to Australia. South Africa, meanwhile, also 3-0 in their pool. They smoked England 38-0. They beat the USA 26-10, but then went out to an excellent New Zealand team, 27 points to 15. It tees up a good one here in our super session. Our official for this one, Jeremy Rosier, 102 matches on the series from France. Canada with Nate Hirayama, most capped Canadian Sevens player of all time. Top points machine is ready to rumble. Hello to you around the globe. It's BC Place. Perfect conditions in the closed dome stadium. The blitz box with Branko de Prea is lifted by Werner Kok. Excellent strength from the South African lifter. Stedman Khans jumps on the outside. He's got Cecil Africa with him. He loses possession. Jones has this. Harry Jones goes into Oosthuizen. Strong contact from Ryan Oosthuizen. It's too strong and it's too high. Quick tap from Isaac Kay. Isaac Kay's been fantastic this weekend. Oh, ball over the top. Douglas, Justin Douglas gets things going. The roar to the crowd. The fist bump. Canada in for the first 5.
Well, Justin Douglas had the nice piece of defence to turn the ball over initially. But he receives a pass from Isaac Kay, who's so aware. They look so much better when they play fast, this Canadian team. What a start for them, a lot on the line, an opportunity to get a medal and to do it at home. Good start.
Kick is over as well. This Canadian side, you wouldn't think they're 10th on the series. They're playing like a top 4 side and dominating.
Well, the thing is, they've got a very experienced squad. When they get their heads right, when they back themselves, and when they have some self-belief, as Nathan Hirayama spoke about pre-tournament, this is the sort of performances that they can put out there.
See South Africa there, 4 points adrift of New Zealand. Well, that gap will enlarge as New Zealand play in the final against Australia. Branko de Pree lifted again. Does well, does the small little halfback. Chris Dry's there. The veteran returns with Miller du Plessis. He's had an outstanding tournament. He steps, gets back to Dry. Scampers through the first. Does Big Chris. Du Plessis has Gans with him. Stedman Gans relieves early to Cecil Africa. Thought about the kick and got bumped to the ground by Harry Jones. Du Plessis does do the kick and follows through. He's had to change his line. It's a good old-fashioned race. The ball slipped free, and there it is. Miller du Plessis, excellent work for him as Varner Koch provides the pillar of strength at the breakdown. Branko de Pree, the fleet-footing stepper, takes them all on himself as Connor Braid goes down. Advantage for the high shot. Varner Koch goes to the left. Oosthuizen, Ryan Oosthuizen. Oosthuizen has a crack. He's not going to get sunburned here inside the dome, and he gets 5.
One other guy who stepped up for Neil Powell this season, Ryan Oosthuizen, has been fantastic. So physical for a young man. His combination with Chris Dry and Varner Koch has been brilliant. But I like the cut of this young kid, Miller du Plessis. He has had some chances this weekend, and he hasn't disappointed. For a young guy at this pointy end of the tournament to back himself like that says a lot of the young man. And the new breed of Blitzbokker is coming right through.
Conversion from in front is successful. 7 apiece, and Ryan Oosthuizen, 24 years of age, absorbs the pressure. Part-time law student as well off the field. Neil Powell, head coach for South Africa, looks on. Henry Paul in charge of the Canadian side. It's a deep, low driving kick from Branko de Pree. Douglas has possession. One of the most exciting Canadian players you'll see in his 53rd event. Big ball over the top to Mike Fullerfowl. Fullerfowl takes on Dry, gets past him. Flicks it up to Lucas Hammond from the Toronto Nomads. Canada with Fullerfowl again. Fullerfowl up against Branko de Pree. Sticks him though. Penalty to South Africa. Chris Dry goes quickly. The crowd don't like it. Branko de Pree likes it. Branko de Pree. He scampers in. Try number 2 for the Blitzboks.
Well, the Pooh Birds ring out around the stadium, but it's great work at the breakdown. Again, where they're so strong as the captain, Stedman Gans. Just before this, 2 defenders on the deck for Canada, only the 1 for South Africa. And this guy, well, he breaks defences when they've got 7 in the line, let alone 6.
Converts his own try, does Branko de Pree. A hero from last week, South Africa's most capped player of all time. Moved ahead of Carl Brown's record. He puts his side up by 7.
Oh, he was a super stump coming on last week, that's for sure. Heavy support too here for the South Africans, as always.
They had a 70-foot flag. It was around the stadium a bit earlier during the knockout rounds. Branko de Preux comes down to Harry Jones. Good take. Jones has a big support crew here as well. His family and friends in to support the home team with Hammond. Goes to Connor Braid. Hammond loops around, went backwards. Gets it to Nate Hirayama. Hirayama, what has he got for store for us? Great off the right foot. Chris Dry has him. Kay takes him on himself. And he gets the ball away to Jones. A miracle pass. Harry Jones. Africa has him. It's there with Isaac Kay and knocked on at ruck time.
He's looking up at Jeremy Rosier. I'm not sure. Well, this is for. He's been given a penalty for talking back as well. But Isaac Kay, how difficult has he been?
I told you twice, I took my decision. The boss is not forward for me. So don't. No. Okay, I'm not able to take the conversation. I told you twice, it's over. Thank you.
Here we go. Here's the pass from Kay out to Jones. That's beautiful. Now it's the next setup, I think. Branko de Preux getting across the sweeper, just shadowing him. Cecil Africa also. Well, there's the little drop there. He's right on the money.
Take it now, please.
Penalty for the blitz box. Oosthuizen scored one earlier. Kurtley Arendse is on the field. Stephen Khan straightens, gives it back to Arendse. Blessed with wonderful feet. Branko de Preux under a lot of pressure. De Preux hammered to the ground. And get the crowd back on their feet. It's Connor Braid and the steal as well. Douglas goes back to collect. It's still with Canada. Kay flings it to Hirayama. Last play of the first half. Hirayama comes back to Hammond. Hammond and brought down by Duplessis. Canada urged on by their home fans at BC Place. Douglas, Justin Douglas, can he do it again? He gets the offload to Braid. There's Jones on support. It's Canada that deliver the goods here at BC Place. The kick will tie us up.
Their all-important score before the half. Oh, wow. Harry Jones here. I'm sorry you got that right. I saw it on the Jumbotron. Pretty to watch. They gave it to Justin Douglas early, but look at that ball. There's another good one from Connor Braid as well. There have been some sweet passes from both sides of this one.
The kick from Hirayama is good. At the break, nothing is separating these two sides. It's 14-all between South Africa and Canada. Australia, their first cup final of the season. They will face their rivals New Zealand in just under 20 minutes. But back here at the world's second largest jumbo screen, suspended from BC Place, as Canada and South Africa locked at 14 apiece. Bronze medal on the line. Canada desperate to get this at home. Tries from that man, Harry Jones and Justin Douglas. For South Africa, it's Branko du Preez and Ryan Oosthuizen. Selvin Davids kicks off. I'm Dallin Stanford alongside Carl Tanana, New Zealand Sevens legend. As Jones has it. Harry Jones, the veteran, still goes on in event 71. Connor Braid as Hirayama jumps off the left, gets rid of one. Connor Braid is with them. He's powerful as Connor Braid. Connor Braid goes at Davids again, slips off him. And Glovo comes in for a hit. The ball is there, but it comes a high shot. This might even be yellow.
I think this is tough if it gives him a yellow card.
Yeah, but
really,
you need
really
to
tough on Chris
retire off of him because you prevent a quick tap. I don't have any option.
Chris Dryshow will sit down for a couple of minutes. Here's the incident here. I'll leave that alone, Dylan.
I suppose it's like putting the ball a metre away when someone's trying to get it. Chris Dry's been around the block for a while.
Is it sub or not?
It does give Canada a perfect opportunity here in front of 40,000.
A huge opportunity. Nate Hirayama directly in the boot of the scrum. They are spread wide. Connor Braid flat. Justin Douglas about 30 metres away, outside on the wing.
Hirayama collects now. Braid midfield, he knows this. Douglas out wide. Could we get another smile from Justin Douglas? The grounding could be iffy.
Time off.
How much drama can you have between plays?
I think it's closer.
South Africa down to 6. Was this a great chase? Douglas has a sore shot after the put down. He's starting to walk back with a bit of confidence.
Yeah, try it. Or not try, please.
Okay, chicken try or no try.
Ndlovu with the chase. Is there any separation? I still think he's got his hand on it. That's all you need. I think this is try time. Don't have to try, just have to have finger on it. No separation. Still there for me, T.R. White.
It's the left finger of the left hand.
Jeremy, I have a decision.
Yeah.
You may award for try.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy.
Oh, Canada! Justin Douglas sends the stadium into eruption mode. He's got his second.
Will Canada make South Africa pay while they have the numerical advantage? Hirayama from wide.
Still a minute as well on Chris Dry's sin-binning offence. Hirayama. Oh, Hirayama! Full stop. Exclamation point.
And execution as well to go along with it. Nice pass, nice pick up. Gets it down. Hirayama for sure.
21 plays 14, still down to 6. South Africa has Werner Kok.
Backwards.
Ball's gone backwards for the Bits box. Arendse with Selvin Davids, Angelo Davids on the field to his left. They've kicked through. This gives possession away to Hirayama. He does well, Nate Hirayama, with the boots and with his vision. Kay, though, loses it. Advantage for Selvin Davids.
Advantage over.
And Ndlovu goes to Stedman Khans. Steps up his right. Khans debuted in Vegas 2017. Now the leader of the squad. Quickly, Arendse stepped himself there to the halfway line. It's still with the men in green and gold. With Khans. Floats one over the top. It's a 50-50 pass. Varnakok has knocked it on. And it's a forward pass.
Well, it's unfortunate there for the Blitzbokker. There wasn't much doing. Varnakok tried to whack it back to his side, but it's come from some great defense on the Blitzbokker, that whole opportunity.
Sorry? Yeah, go.
Still a long time to go in this game. Chris Dry back on, so they're in the league 1 points while he's been off the field.
3, 7, and 8. 3, 7, 8.
Chris Dry, two-time series champion. Conor Brady, he's been a fighting warrior for his side as you see some substitutes come on for both sides.
I really like what Harry Jones has also done for his team. He's really plugged the hole. He's done a lot of yards, covered a lot of ground.
Time on.
Like I say, Dallin, I just get the feeling this is by no means over. Long way to go.
Canada beat France, Fiji, Wales, Spain. Only lost to Australia. Looking for a massive result here for the bronze medal game. They give it to Thiel. He's been their young star to watch. Jones in midfield. Kay goes on the outside. Conor Braid cuts back in. Looking to set an overlap here on this side to Pat Kay in his 50th tournament. With a way to ring it out for the veteran. Sorda holds strong. There's a 23-year-old. Early ball there from Connor Trainer. Jones again sets up Kay on the outside, gets a big bump on Saku Makata. Hirayama has support. Red jerseys at the breakdown. Under 3 to play. They're up by 7. Pat Kay. Oh, lovely little flick to Sorda. There, Sorda. He's on Angelo Davids. Sorda cut down 8 out. Pat Kay gets the width. It's Canada. Look for the left-hand corner.
Advantage offside.
Jones. Hirayama for the dive. Hirayama.
Okay for you.
Gets the score.
Damn, Hirayama. Gives a thumbs up to his family in the corner right there where he scored. What a moment for them. Really has controlled the pace of the game for Canada this weekend. There's the late switch with Sorda. This is a nice bit of defence going back from Angelo Davids, and then from here, passes in front. Ball will always beat the man, and that's a great example of it.
Nathan Hirayama approaches 150 tries. He's almost there, the 31-year-old. Kick unsuccessful, but 4 tries to 2 so far with a minute 40 to go. And there he is, Hirayama. All-time tries in Canada, 14. Harry Jones up there with 16. 90 seconds to go. Kurtley Arendse off the top. Arendse. He's got the jet shoes on. He'll go the distance. The Blitzboks start their comeback.
And that's what's so dangerous about this Blitzboks team. Just like that, they give themselves a chance. It was a nice restart, nice and high. The lifting pop was brilliant. And then Arendse with no one in front of him, well, there's only one winner there. Such an exciting young player. What I like about him, he makes everything look so easy.
A student from the University of Cape Town, 23 years of age, 26-19 the score. Talk about pressure moments.
Well, they've done this before, Dallin.
They certainly have, but I don't know if my heart can handle it. Here they go. Canada, good take from Jones. Canada just need to keep this for 24 seconds.
Tackle now, Rees!
Knee on the ground, it's a tackle. Be one of the most famous victories for their side. The bronze medal game, Hirayama in a bit of space. Nate Hirayama takes on the sweeper Davids. 7 seconds left on the clock. Pat Kay. They've taken into contact. That's the siren. Canada need to boot this out. They've done it.
for the first win against South Africa in 7 years for the Canadians. What a moment for them to do it at home, even sweeter.
Final score 26-19. Canada, your bronze medalist here in Vancouver.
Here's the last moments of this competition, but look at Harry Jones. You can't tell me this doesn't mean something. Oh, the fans come down. How sweet is that? That's what it means.
Tremendous scenes. Let's get some reaction from Hirayama, who's with Rob Bickerman.
I can't think of a better person in this whole stadium to talk about just what you're feeling now, that try in the corner in front of your family, a childhood man. This must be an incredible moment for you.
Oh, it's amazing. The boys played fantastic all weekend. Kickoff time was fantastic for us. A lot of our young boys had fantastic tournaments. And man, what a place to play. The Vancouver fans are amazing, the best in the world, and we got 3 more years of this at least, so it's fantastic. That's my 4th time saying fantastic.
Hey mate, there's a lot of love for Vancouver all around the place here, but in terms of the greater picture, how massive is this for Rugby Canada, for Canada Sevens, for everything that's going on at the moment?
Oh, I hope it's massive, you know. I hope there's people here watching that, you know, want to pick up a rugby ball, and man, it's the best game in the world, and you know, we're all playing it for the love of it, so they should too, hey?
And what an environment. We saw a titanic effort against the South Africans, but how much energy does this crowd give you?
Oh, it's amazing, yeah. Home field advantage is no joke. It's like it everywhere in the series. Talking to the other boys, it's a real deal. This is the best crowd in the world, like I said, and thanks to everyone who came out and supported, and we'll see you next year.
You got a medal to cherish every single moment of it, mate. Outstanding effort from you. Congratulations.
Thanks, bro. Cheers, buddy.
Confirmation, Canada, bronze medalist here in Vancouver, and that's how they finished, 26-19 against South Africa.
Alrighty, we have 5 tournaments in the rearview mirror, and we have a cup winner to decide in just a moment. Here's a look at what's to come across the closing months of the 2020 HSBC Sevens World Series. We'll wrap it up in Singapore and then Hong Kong due to the postponement off the back of the issues around the coronavirus. Our standings look like this, so a real opportunity right now for New Zealand to open up a handy buffer at the top of the standings. Canada doing New Zealand a huge favour just then, putting down the blitz box in that bronze medal game, and there is the little takeaway for the weekend for Harry Jones and co.